Right, ready?
How did everybody feel about the course? Did you enjoy doing it? Was there any particular things that you liked or that you didn't like?
I particularly liked some of the hands-on projects that we did, particularly the Play-Doh, where we had to work out portion sizes. That was really, really
that was good.
Well represented and
good.
And we still have the Play-Doh in our freezer, and Jessica does play with it.
That's good, thanks Sandy, I'm glad you enjoyed that. It is much better if you can see something visually, it actually means something to you. Just to see something written on a piece of paper isn't going to jog your memory, whereas if you can see the size of a chicken breast should be, rather than that size, if you can actually see the portion size, it does make a lot of difference in recalling it to your mind. Thank you.
And it also puts it out in a fun way. You know, it's not just sort of like looking at books and copying stuff down off the board or whatever. It just makes it more fun, doesn't it?
It does. And you know, although it's a reasonably serious subject, if you can come to a lesson and you can actually enjoy yourself and have a bit of a laugh along the way, it does make you learn better, and it makes it more enjoyable to turn out on an evening, doesn't it? On a cold winter's night.
I like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I like that.
The chocolates were the best.
They did help, yes. Yeah. But it was a good way of, having a quiz, and I enjoyed that.
Good.
And we had some juices, didn't we?
You did. You did.
Yeah, the tasters.
Yeah, and the nutty seed.
That's right.
Cake.
Yeah,
that was nice.
Good. Have any of you made any of the recipes?
No.
That's all right. If you come on the diploma, you'll get lots more tasted.
Perhaps we ought to take it in turns.
Yeah, no, that's a very good idea. That's a very good idea.
Quiche thing that you made, that was nice at Christmas.
Yes, it was.
That was really
that's about all I can do, but yeah.
That's all right, we'll accept that.
It was lovely.
That was really nice.
Did you all wonder what to do with yourself on a Wednesday night then when it finished?
No, it was amazing how much time I got.
It was lovely the first Wednesday, thinking,
it was.
I don't have to race from having tea, getting out the door. And
that's right.
It was lovely not having to go.
So the next one's going to be 3 full terms.
Yeah.
So the exam will be
June time, and beginning of July.
July, good gracious.
And that's actually 2 exams, isn't it?
Yeah,
2 exams
parts.
and assignments.
Yeah, you have got assignments to do as well along the way.
The assignments, I'm quite happy doing assignments.
Yeah, it's the exams that
it's
throw
when you've
you,
got to
isn't it?
literally remember everything. There's a lot of exams you can take textbooks in, can't you?
Yeah. But again, with this, because you've got this background knowledge, you will honestly, I know you don't believe me, we should do by now, I kept saying, you'll all do fine. And because you've got all this knowledge already, you will sail through it, you really will. Honestly, Heather.
Yes.
Are you sort of still debating whether to go ahead or not?
Yeah, from the time aspect, really. Yeah.
Yeah, and you mustn't feel, I know I'm sort of joking back, but you mustn't feel obliged to
But
do
I'd
it,
like to do it.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy coming out and doing something, because it does actually give you a purpose.
It's good to get the brain cells
It
working,
is,
isn't
yeah.
it?
I think that's what I liked
that's right.
about it, even though they didn't work so well at times.
Well, they obviously did though, didn't they?
Yeah.
But I'd find that I'd have one of the week's subjects that we'd looked at, and then during the week I hadn't looked at it at all.
No, well I
so
had
we came back, and then
you had
you
another
really
one.
do need to go over what you've learnt on the evening, so it goes in. So you need to make sure that you're rereading what you've learnt.
I think maybe even if I know it's more work for you, but for me to learn better, it's like to have, say, 4 questions, and to actually have to to do it.
Yes, I would say that.
So you
as well.
actually like
homework.
Yeah.
So it makes you have to do it.
Yeah, you will get homework in the diploma. Sorry about that.
But I think that sometimes, like Sandy,
learning.
this folder went on the shelf on Wednesday and
Yeah.
didn't come off till the following Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it was the 3 days before the exam that the folder was just out.
You did, as part of the course, because it was over 20 weeks, we did a lot of revision in class. And there was a lot of reinforcing learning within the lessons. So hopefully, well, obviously you didn't need to be sort of worried too much about what you did at home, because there was a lot in class.
I think if I didn't do those 3 days before the exam, I wouldn't have been.
Got 4 months.
4 months to find it. So I have to get it back out. I didn't want to go back and reread it and think, I put that for this question.
No, it's
it's like, no, I'm going to shut it and not look.
It's best to do that after an exam, because all you do is criticise yourself, isn't it? You read something, think, did I put that? Did I not put that? Should I put that? Yeah, so it's best to hide it away.
But you gave us a lot of material. I've got so many leaflets now that I can look at for referring to.
Good.
I'm thinking
use them for school
all
and
those things that you provided us with. At the time, we were just working through a particular, part of the course. But looking at the leaflets, there's one I was looking at that covers teenage vegetarianism. That might be relevant.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're quite good, those leaflets we had.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's available now, and for students, and lots of websites that you can sign up to. I know we talked about it a lot on the course, but things you can sign up to and get free newsletters from.
Yeah, there are lots of links, aren't there? If you go onto the websites, one thing leads you on to another. There's loads to look at.
Yeah, you could spend an awful lot of time doing that, couldn't you?
Yeah, hours.
Yeah.
I actually run a couple of slimming groups, and whilst I've been qualified in that field, to now do the nutrition with Claire has sort of like reiterated and reinforced what I know, and I think by going on and doing the diploma afterwards, it'll just add another feather to my cap if I want to come away from that job and go on to another job in health somewhere else. So that's all good stuff. And you, Sandy, it helps you as well, doesn't it?
I certainly find it really, really useful, working in a school kitchen, being able to make a few decisions about what the very young children are choosing to eat. Small things like perhaps we give them bread every day. It has been white bread, so I've been campaigning to change that to brown bread. The quantity of vegetables that the children are eating, we're trying to increase that successfully, I'm pleased to say.
It is brilliant.
And fruit, we've discovered that we can prepare differently to encourage the children to eat it. We've been making fruit salads and things to encourage them, and it does work. So no, it certainly is helping me.
Good. Did you find it fairly easy to get into the swing of the course, having not studied for a long time? Because obviously there's a lot of people that maybe haven't studied for, say, it can be 20, 30 years, and then to actually go and do another course. Did you find it fairly easy to actually start to learn again?
I think this sort of course is sort of an easy way, and it was interesting. And
you could relate to
because we all eat. There's always
interested
something
in the subject. It makes it so much easier, doesn't it? That's the difference. You're not studying something that's a chore. You're actually interested in what you're studying.
It was well presented, though.
It was very well presented,
I think what
and it made it
you
fun.
said at the beginning of the course, those of us here were all sort of mature-ish, but we've had the experience, whereas you take it to the younger generation, they might not relate to it.
Exactly.
But we've all, we've all had families, haven't we?
Yeah.
So I think it's easy to relate back down to it, what we were covering today.
Exactly. Yeah, to deliver the course to a group of 18-year-olds would be a very different approach to delivering it to yourselves, because you already had a good knowledge and understanding of the concepts of good health, and were interested in it and eager to know more, whereas perhaps some of the 18-year-olds may not have that background knowledge.
I think we wanted to do it as opposed to having
to do it.
And that makes a difference, doesn't it, if you want to do something. but it was fun, and you make it fun, so you know.
Thank you.
And it was a comfortable venue as well.
Yes.
It was nice.
Much nicer.
And a nice number of people as well, so which I think makes it easier.
Yeah, a small group does make it easier, doesn't it? So congratulations once more. As I said earlier, I'm very proud of you all, and you really do deserve to get your honours because you did work really hard. Thank you so much for coming, and I will see you all in September, or I'm sure I will see you at maybe some of the workshops. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.